Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there. Welcome back to another episode of Streetwear Talk, where we talk about the latest news in streetwear, the latest releases in streetwear, the latest collections in streetwear, and just streetwear in general. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about something that I wasn't expecting to release, but also it's been teased for so long. I shouldn't have been surprised that it was finally going to be released, and it doesn't really even have the name, the whole collection, so I'm going to have to name it something myself just so we have a point of reference for it, you know? So what I'm talking about today is a collection that VLONE has released, right? They haven't named the collection anything, but a lot of the collection is surviving the overall theme of coronavirus and the pandemic. So because it hasn't been given a name, and yeah, because of that, and because a lot of the stuff is themed around the virus, I'm going to call it the Pandemic Capsule. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the recently released VLONE Pandemic Capsule. Guys, okay, so let's rewind the clock a little bit. So about, I'm going to say 4 months ago, Bari was teasing that he is doing some more VLONE denim. I was like, oh cool, yeah, you know, Bari's known for his denim. He loves chrome hearts. He gets chrome hearts on the regular. He always makes crazy wacky denim that is very much inspired by Capital, the Japanese brand. He loves Capital as well. He's literally just like in love with denim. And I wasn't surprised when he said, hey, I'm gonna make some more VLONE denim jackets. I was like, yeah, that's very ASAP Bari. So we didn't get a release date on that. It kind of just, you know, it was announced that they're being made, and then at some point in the future they would release. So I was like, cool, yeah, no stress, no stress. They're coming at some point. They came in various different colors, and there's even one for the women out there as well that might like VLONE as well. So there's 3 colors, I think, for the men, and 1 bright pink for the women. So it's cool that they're releasing a lot of them, and yeah, that's going to be part of the collection today. Now you're probably wondering, oh, but Daniel, that's not very like pandemic inspired. Why did you call it the Pandemic collection if that's not very, you know, pandemic-y inspired? You do have a point, you do have a point. So moving on from about 4 months ago, I wouldn't even say 2 months ago, 1 month ago, Bari announced on his Instagram story these tees called the Stay Away From Your Friends tees. It was a bit of a laugh. It was shared amongst all the like meme fashion pages on Instagram being like, Bari is literally doing this. It was a bit of a joke. I was like, wow. I didn't like have anything against VLONE doing it. I was kind of like, wow. Even when the world is potentially coming to an end, I mean, it's not gonna actually, but you know what I mean. Like it's being put to a halt. There's still a way that streetwear brands can use that to come up with new designs. You know, it was a wild concept. It was a wild idea. But yes, he announced some pandemic tees about a month ago, and I was wondering if they were ever going to get released and, you know, everything like that. And what the collection that we're covering in today that I've dubbed the Pandemic collection, that is going to feature everything. That's going to feature the denim I talked about, the pandemic tees, everything that we just discussed about, you know, over the past like 4 months. It's getting released in this collection, and within an hour of it being released, most of it is sold out. But what I'm doing today is I'm covering the whole collection, and I'm covering the pieces that are still left. Now, of course, in the description section below, if you guys want to access it, it'll be down there, so you guys can go over and buy it. But before you even click on the link, and before we even dive into it, this is mainline VLONE, meaning it's not an artist collaboration. When VLONE does collaborations with artists, it's a whole lot cheaper. It's like 50% cheaper. Mainline VLONE, you better have racks in your wallets, fellas, because it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. And I'm not, nothing against, you know, it not being cheap. I'm just saying, be prepared. Now, if you guys want me to cover more VLONE releases when they happen, don't forget to leave this video a big old like, a comment in the comment section, and I can definitely cover that for you guys. But we've set a new milestone for the channel as well. 2,125 subs. Can we hit it? Can we do it? By the end of May, guys. We have a lot. I should have set it to like 2,150, but you guys already blew it out of the water and hit 2,100 subs already, so I don't want to set something like 2,200 or something incredibly unrealistic by the end of the May. I think we can do 2,125. If we hit 2,150 by the end of May, I'm already shook that we hit 2,100. 2,150 would just be insane. But thank you guys. Thank you to everyone that has been subscribing recently. But yes, 2,125 subs by the end of May. Let's get it. But enough of that. Let's move on to the VLONE page and have a look at this pandemic collection. I'll quickly preview all the items that are releasing in this collection, and then we'll cover each piece individually. So without further ado, let's head on over to the VLONE page and have a look at the VLONE Pandemic Capsule. Okay, here we are. Now, at the top of the actual page, it does have a little bit of text. My head is actually covering it at the moment, but it says, "Every living creature dies, VLONE." I don't think that's the collection name. I just think that's something they have at the top of the store page every single time. So I'm just gonna have to leave it there. But this is everything in the collection. And because I thought that little text where my head is was the name of the collection, I mean, I don't know if I should call it the Every Living Creature Dies VLONE, but I think it's just the Pandemic collection. I mean, it released in the pandemic, but this is everything releasing here. So here's the 3 denim jackets. Sold out. The men's ones were there when I first came onto the website, and it was like 10 minutes they were still available. After 30 minutes they were still available. After an hour they were all sold out. They retailed for 650 USD each, and I mean, if you want half the jacket missing and you want the female version for 600 USD, you can still pick it up. But that one's the only one that's not sold out there. The rest of them, they were sold out. I mean, I've looked at VLONE denim in the past. I'd love to just try it out to see how it feels. It looks like it's custom made. It has its own little embellishes and little buttons there. I would love to just feel the quality, but do I want to pay 650 USD to find out the quality? Nah, I'd rather let someone else do it, and then I just try it on. You know, then I can justify it if it's worth it or not. We also got some tees in this collection, and as I said, unlike the Nav VLONE tees when they were like 40 bucks, these are full VLONE price tag ones. So these are 160 US dollars for the price. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Then if you're willing to pay almost double at 300 USD, you can pick up the hoodies. Now, if I was to pick up one of the pieces from this collection, if gun to my head someone said, "Daniel, you got to buy one," it would be one of the hoodies. The hoodies seem like the ones that be the best value for money. 160 USD for tees is just way beyond my price point. Maybe it's because I'm just broke boy hours, but that's a lot for a tee. That is a lot for a tee. Just hit me with those Uniqlo $20 bloody or $20 or $10 tees. That's all I need. This is just a ridiculous price range for t-shirt. 650 bucks for denim isn't the worst I've seen. And in the grand scheme of things, if it's very good quality denim, it's actually quite worth it. But I just think those tee prices are just a little bit too out of whack. But either way, we'll be covering this whole collection here, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions, guys. So let's start it off with the X-Ray Black Hoodie. Now, to start it off, we have the X-Ray Black Hoodie. Now, unfortunately, my big fat head's covering all the release details for you, but I can see it, so I'm going to read it out to you. So yes, it is called the X-Ray Black Hoodie. It was 300 USD. You can just see me highlighting that there under my head. It came in small, medium, large, extra large, and 2XL for the big boys. And let's have a look and dive into what it's made of and where it's made. It's 100% cotton, so mwah, perfect. I personally am a big fan of 100% cotton hoodies. I don't like it when hoodies are mixed together with cotton and poly materials, you know, that plasticky crap. Just give me 100% cotton. That's what I want. They're apparently made in the United States. I gotta praise Barry for that. I love it when things are produced in countries besides China. Nothing against people producing their things in China. For me, from a clothing collector's standpoint, I love my clothing when it's made in these obscure and crazy countries. I have pieces made from like Hawaii. I love it when like stuffs are made in like random and different countries. It's cool. And having stuff made in the United States makes me assume that it's a higher quality and also that it's going to be a higher retail price, but the people that make it will be paid a good wage. That's my assumption. Whether or not Bari's carrying that out, different story, but that's my assumptions when I see made in the USA. That's not my same assumption when I see it being made in an Asian country because of the loose laws in those countries. Usually the companies get around with scamming their employees and paying them horrible wages. So buying this, I will know that I am at least supporting someone who made it in the United States for a decent wage. You know, they were paid a good amount of money, so that's always good. It says, please allow for 7 to 10 days shipping for your order to be processed and ship. Note, due to COVID-19 quarantine, shipping providers are expecting delays. Please allow a few extra days to receive your product after it ships. And what I think is really interesting about that is that they say it's 7 to 10 days to process and ship. So it's going to be at least almost 2 weeks before you initially order it to when it's even shipped. So if you're shipping within the United States, I imagine it would be not as bad. But if you're buying this from out of the country, it's going to be quite bad with the shipping there. I bought stuff from the US a while ago now. I feel like it's going to arrive in June. With some of the pieces I've bought off eBay, it says it's going to arrive in June. And as I always say, whenever I receive anything streetwear or sneaker related, I unbox it on the channel. So you guys will be the first to know. But yeah, shipping is not good at the moment. 300 USD. This one is still available in all of its sizes, so if you're interested in it, you can definitely pick it up. This is the front of the piece. It features a little skull dude shooting a pistol done in a heat vision type of style. On the back of it, it continues with his legs flipping up on the back of it. It's actually an interesting way to handle the graphic there, to have the bone character cut off at the bottom and then continue on the back there. It's kind of cool though, I kind of like it. What I also like about this piece is it's not inherently VLONE. It's not the stereotypical streetwear style where you slap a massive logo on it. It's just a cool looking piece. I do have to note though that the sleeves look incredibly long because the hem looks like it just stops. So instead of having a ribbed hem like most hoodies would, it kind of just looks like VLONE has just like cut it and given it this unfinished look at where the waistline would be. I don't know if that's the case or if that's how it appears when you actually get it, but it's an interesting way of handling it there. It's different, which is good, which is very good. No drawstrings, as we can see. That was typical on the Juice WRLD VLONE collaboration, and I was very surprised on the Nav collaboration to see drawstrings. All in all, a very cool piece. A very cool piece. Would I pick it up for 300 USD? I don't know, man. I'm actually kind of reluctant to buy things new these days. Most of the time I'm picking up streetwear pieces secondhand off like Grailed and stuff, and 300 USD, to me that sounds like 2 secondhand like Palace, Supreme, maybe even a nice like undercover piece or a nice Japanese piece off Grailed. Do you see what I mean? Like 300 USD, I'm already thinking of like other pieces I could buy with that type of money. So nothing against Bari, nothing against VLONE. For me, 300 USD, I could spend it differently and maybe get the same, if not even more satisfaction from that money being spent. I don't know. I'm very frugal with money these days when it comes to clothing, and I kind of just buy it on, I kind of just like, I do pricing analysis where I'm like 300 USD for a VLONE hoodie or 300 USD for like a nice vintage Jeff Hamilton jacket that I don't see every day. That's how I view it. So for me, this one's probably going to be a miss for me. I don't think I'll pick up anything from this VLONE collaboration, to be honest. If I do, you guys would see me cop it and then I would unbox it on the channel, but I'm just going to cover it anyway for you guys. But yeah, it's a nice little piece. Maybe if it appears on Grailed in a couple years time for well below retail, I might end up picking it up. But that is the first piece in this capsule. Let's head on over and have a look at the second piece. Okay, next we've got the Angel Friends hoodie, 300 USD, still available in all sizes. Made in the USA, 100% cotton, same as before. On the front, it's got Friends done in the VLONE font with 2 little angels sitting on either side of the text, one on the F, one on the S there, S and the hyphen. and they are holding AK-47s by the looks of it. Cool little graphic, cool little graphic. On the back, we have the VLONE V and the angel with the AK there. This is an awesome piece. I really like it. The logos are really big. I kind of would have liked it a little bit more subtle, maybe without the graphic on the front and just the VLONE V on the back with the angel over the top of it. It's kind of cool though. I actually kind of like this piece. No drawstrings. All around though, I actually like this one. The 300 USD price tag is probably the only reason I'm not copping it. If I was earning a lot more money, maybe I would cop it, but this is quite an expensive hoodie in my price range at the moment. But it's a cool piece. I like the graphic on the front, I like the graphic on the back. I would cop this if I had a couple extra dollars lying around, but this is a nice piece. Moving on, we have our first quarantined inspired piece, our first pandemic inspired piece. Piece number 3 is the Good Friends black hoodie. 300 USD, still available in all sizes. On the front, we have stay away from your friends. On the back, we have VLONE V outline with a handshake with a massive cross over it saying don't do it. It's a bit of a laugh. It's 100% cotton, made in the United States, no drawstrings, very interesting hem at the bottom there. It is just a very interesting piece. I like the colors on it though. Not a lot of brands do vibrant greens over the top of black. I really like VLONE's neighborhood leather jacket done in the black and green. That was really cool. So I actually like this color scheme here. This is a bit of a laugh. Tell you what, as a meme I would probably do it. As a bit of a laugh I might do this. I might pick it up. But again, hypothetically, if I had a lot of money, if I was earning a lot from YouTube or something like that. But this is a bit of a laugh. This is a funny piece. I like it. I like that it's a bit of a laugh with that. Nothing too crazy here, but if you want to pick it up, it's still available in all the sizes for 300 USD, guys. So description will provide you with the link to buy all this stuff, but this is a pretty wild one. I reckon this is going to be quite popular. I reckon this is going to sell out in a couple hours, but yeah, we'll move on to the 4th piece and have a look. Now moving on, we have the Angel Friends white t-shirt. This is the t-shirt version of the hoodie. It has the same graphic on the front and the same graphic on the back. So if you're not a fan of hoodies, you just don't like hoodies, and you want to buy the shirt version is available for $160 US, available in all sizes from what I can see. 100% cotton, made in the United States, and will ship in about almost 2 weeks there. This piece is alright, but as I discussed before, if I was to spend $300 or spend a large amount of money on VLONE stuff, I wouldn't be buying the tees. I think the tees are just a little bit too expensive. I would have to put it on and feel like it's just melting around me like butter for me to justify 160 USD. It would have to be the best experience ever to wear that tee to convince me that it's worth 160 USD. I just don't see the value in it. I just don't see the value in it, guys. Maybe I don't own any VLONE tees, so maybe the guys out there, maybe you guys out there that own VLONE tees will say it's exactly that, say it's worth the money, but for me, I just don't see it. I just don't see the value in it. I do like the design on it though, but I prefer it on the hoodie. I think it looks better on the hoodie, but it's still a nice design. I just can't justify the price. But let me know, guys, if you prefer the shirt or the hoodie. Honestly, I'm leaning towards the hoodie, and it's just worth the money when it comes to the hoodie, not so much the tee in my eyes. But we'll move on to the next piece and see what else released in this collection. Okay, next we have the Good Friends black t-shirt, same graphic as what the hoodie had, 160 USD, still available in all the sizes. On the back it has the same graphic as the hoodie, on the front it has the same graphic as the hoodie, 100% cotton, made in the United States, will ship in close to 2 weeks. Again, my same feelings as what I felt with the Friends hoodie. Probably worth it with the hoodie, not worth it with the shirt. I think the shirts are just way too overpriced. 160 USD for a shirt is ridiculous. And yeah, I would just, the only thing I could see that would be worth the money would be the hoodies. And this is just way too expensive for me. But maybe you'll disagree with me. Maybe you absolutely love the tees and are willing to pay 160 USD for them. Let me know in the comment section below if that's the case, but that is very pricey there. But it's a cool design. I'm having a bit of a laugh at it. I would pick up the hoodie if I had the extra cash. But we'll move on to the next piece and we'll have a look at what released in this capsule as well. Okay, next we have the Good Friends white t-shirt, 160 USD, still available in all sizes. 100% cotton, made in the United States. I don't think the colors pop as much on white. Do you know what would be really cool though? If VLONE did a lime green stitching trim around the white shirt. So instead, obviously around this neckliner here, around the sides of the shirt here, and around the top of the shoulders here, it's going to be white stitching to sew the back of the piece to the front of the piece together, right? I would have liked lime green stitching to match the detail on the back here over all the stitching of the actual shirt. Maybe it's just me thinking that, but I think that would be a really cool idea. I would like brands to maybe incorporate that a little bit more, because generally when brands do like printed tees and printed hoodies, they generally have the same stitching color as the actual garment itself. But I think brands should get on the idea of doing stitching the same color as the graphic, but then just keeping the base of the canvas of the piece the same color. So keep the shirt white on the front, white on the back, but stitch it together with the color of the graphic, you know? I think that's a good idea. Maybe I'm the only one feeling that way. Maybe you guys think that's really stupid, but I think that would have been a really sick idea for this tee, to have the stitching done in the lime green as well. But yeah, you can still pick this tee up for 160 USD, still available on the store. Head down to the description section there and you can click on the store link and go pick that one up if you're interested in it. Okay, moving on, we've got the X-Ray black t-shirt, 160 USD, still available in all sizes. Same graphic as the hoodie, although this one actually has, as you can see here, just where the stitching line is, the ribbing is still there, unlike the hoodie. I'm a little bit perplexed by that design that Bari chose, where he removed the ribbing of the hood. Do you guys know what I mean? At the bottom of like 98% of the hoodies that you own, there will be a little section where the stitching cuts off, and then there's this like ribbed feeling. It's the way that they do it on the cuffs here and here. It's the way that they do it at the bottom of hoodies. It's just the traditional way of doing hoodies. And I don't know, maybe I'm just like, wow, Bari, not withholding tradition, and he's removed the ribbing. I don't know, but it just looks a little bit funky, but I don't know, maybe it'll look different in person. Again, you always got to take that with a grain of salt. Remember, this is either a photo of the actual image itself, or it's a computer generated one. So you're always going to take into account it's probably going to look quite different from how it is when it arrives. And that's what I, just touching on that quite quickly, quite like about Grailed, because the photos that you see are real photos of the items, because people can't just like upload photos of the item generically like this. They actually, when they're selling it secondhand, have to upload a photo of it from their, from their wardrobe and stuff. So that's actually quite handy. So I imagine this piece is going to look a little bit different in person to how it looks on this image here. It's 100% cotton, made in the USA, same design as the hoodie there. I don't mind it too much on the tee. It's actually kind of cool on the tee as well. But again, with the whole price put into consideration here, I'd be looking to pick up the hoodie over the tee, just because the hoodie at 300 bucks is more justifiable than the tee at 160. If the tees were like $60, that would still be, in my view, a little bit pricey, but way more reasonable than the 160 they're charging for them at the moment. But it's a nice design. I like the design. Not many mainstream brands do a lot of designs with heat vision and X-ray and stuff like that. So I would kind of like to see that explored a little bit more in some cool collections. I know that I think a couple of the higher end brands did stuff with heat maps and stuff. I know that Louis Vuitton did it with Virgil. He did some heat maps looking stuff and heat vision type of stuff, and that was really cool. I would love to see it being explored more in streetwear brands though as well, because streetwear brands are a lot more affordable than Louis Vuitton. So yeah, hopefully that trickles down. That's usually how it works. A high-end fashion brand will do it, then like 5 years later, streetwear brands will figure it out and do it as well. So we'll see it in a couple of years' time, I reckon. But yeah, no, this is it's a cool piece, just a little bit too pricey for me, but we'll move on to the next piece and see what's popping. Okay, up next we have the Nice Trip tee in white, sold for 160 USD. What's surprising is every single size of this piece sold out. I don't know if it's like they do like 3 of them, like it's a very limited quantity and just 3 of each size sold, but every single size sold out for this tee. That's absolutely crazy. I like the little graphic on the front of it. It's a little guy where his eyes and nose have been replaced with the words LSD, and he's got an LSD tab on his tongue there, ready to take some LSD. It's got a rainbow styled Friends font over the top of it there, and what I like about it is the actual print of the design is done in a little grid format, obviously to mimic the idea of LSD tabs there. I think that's really cool. I think that's a really well thought out design there. On the back, it's around about the same. It's the graphic printed over and over again in different rainbow colors. Hopefully the actual VLONE V is again split up into little squares to mimic, you know, LSD tabs. That would be really cool. That would be a really cool idea, actually. It's 100% cotton, made in the United States, but we've missed out on this one. This one sold out. I was actually quite surprised by it. One of the tees sold out. I mean, it'll all sell out eventually. The rich hypebeast boys will come in and buy it all. But yeah, this one was one of the first to go. One of the first to go. Yeah, it is a nice design though. I got to say, it was one of my favorite designs that Bari released for this little capsule here. But yeah, that's it. That's it. We'll move on to the next piece though and have a look at what else released. Okay, up next we have the Nice Trip tee in black. 160 USD. Every single size sold out. On the front, it has the same graphic as the previous tee that we covered, and on the back it has that same graphic as well. It looks like, just looking at this top corner here, I can see that it's split up into little squares there. So I reckon they've split up the back design as well, like little LSD tabs there, and same on the front as well. You can see it on the actual design there. Overall, the actual graphic on it is pretty cool, but I kind of liked it more on the white one. The black one I don't think pops as much. And it just, yeah, just the bright colors just don't look so good on like this black brooding dark shirt. You know what I mean? It was 100% cotton, made in the United States, but it's completely sold out, guys. Completely missed out on this piece here. Yeah, crazy to think that it just sold out so quickly. But that's it. That is the Nice Trip black tee there. We'll move on to the next couple pieces and have a look at what else released. Oh, okay. Let's dive into it. Let's get into this. We're moving into the outwear of this little capsule, the Friends black and orange denim jacket. And I've actually got a bit of a story for you guys. I know that I drag on a lot in these videos, but I've got a little story for you guys. I am going to come out and say it. I would like a black and orange VLONE denim jacket. And the reason is because it holds a little place in my heart. So I'm a massive music lover. I absolutely love going to music festivals, and one year, actually last year, so from 2018 to 2019, I went to a music festival that goes over the new year, and during that music festival, I got to see Juice WRLD, which I know a lot of you guys may know him as the VLONE Thug 999 gang, you know, everything like that, and I got to see him perform live, and I remember he walked on stage. And my state in Australia where we live, not a lot of people know about streetwear and a lot of these brands and stuff like that, so nobody really knew, or maybe some people in the crowd did, but they didn't really know what he was wearing and could appreciate it. But I remember he walked on stage with his, I think it's girlfriend at the time, I honestly forgot her name, I'm so sorry. They were dating when he passed away, but I remember he walked on stage. He was wearing this VLONE jacket, not this exact one, but this exact style, where it had Friends over the top of it. It had the orange buttons. It had the VLONE V on the back. It had the orange buttons there, and he was wearing it. And I freaked out because I was like, "Oh my god! Of course he's a VLONE Thug. Like he would be wearing VLONE. Of course he would." Bari met up with him a few times, probably gave him a bunch of stuff. Like that's crazy. And it was just a really wild experience to see a modern day rapper wearing streetwear clothing in person. Because you know I see photos of Travis Scott wearing Supreme and all these rappers wearing it and all that, but I've never actually physically seen someone or seen a rapper that I know wearing it on stage. And I don't know, it was just a little experience for me. It was just a cool little thing, and I was like, wow, he's wearing VLONE. That's crazy. That's wild. And then yeah, unfortunately we found out a year later he passed away coming back from his tour from Australia, which is a bummer. Which is a real bummer, honestly, rest in peace. But that's one of my memories of this denim jacket, is that I remember seeing Juice WRLD perform in it live, and he gave it to his girlfriend at the time during the set because, you know, it was getting a bit hot, you know, it was running around going crazy, you know, it was awesome, it was sick. And yeah, I just remember this jacket. This jacket brings back memories because the lights all focused on him and he wasn't looking at the crowd, and it was just the VLONE V, you know, and I was like, ah, it's yeah, man. Yeah, it was an awesome time. So that's why I am interested in this piece, and specifically the black and orange one is why I'm interested in this one. I do love the other colors. The other colors are cool as well, but I would want to pick up this piece purely for those reasons, just because of that moment in time where I got to see Juice WRLD live, and it really put that memory in my head, and it's been there ever since. I would just like to pick it up purely for that. And yeah, that's basically it. So it's a very cool piece. I would love to find out what the quality of a VLONE denim jacket is like, and that's what a lot of my copying experiences are like, just testing and trying out all these different materials from different brands and seeing what they offer. And I would love to try one out. Unfortunately, it's sold out straight away, and I don't know if you guys can see. If I click on any size, it literally just says put your email in and we'll tell you when it restocks. I don't know if it will restock, but it completely sold out. It retailed for 650 USD. One day I will hopefully get a VLONE denim jacket, hopefully this color, to remember that time. But it's a cool piece. It's made in the USA. It doesn't say what material it's made of, but it'll ship out in almost 2 weeks, about 7 to 10 days. All in all, a really cool piece, guys. Okay, moving on, we have the next color of the VLONE Friends denim jackets that released. This is the Friends orange denim jacket, 650 USD, sold out in every single size. Has Friends in black on the front with black buttons, VLONE tag on it, and then on the back the VLONE V. I like this colorway too. I think the orange is really cool. I recently was watching Bill and Ted's Marvelous Adventure. Is that the name of the movie? I honestly can't remember. The 90s film with Keanu Reeves and what's his name go back in time and go to all these different cultures and stuff like that to do their history report. You know the one. Iconic film with a lot of culture behind it. Keanu Reeves is wearing an orange denim jacket in it, and he was looking kind of hard, bro. He was looking kind of he was dripping. You know, he was looking sick. So it kind of inspired me to look up some orange denim jackets. Surprisingly, orange denim jackets that are branded are actually quite hard to find. Not that, like, you know, that should matter if I buy an orange denim jacket that's branded or not, but the only reason I'm interested in it, if it's branded or not, is because I'll know the quality of it. So, you know, I don't want to buy some random orange denim jacket from some Chinese or like random business that I've never, you know, like those eBay pages where they're like $50 hip hop orange jacket. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to buy that because it'll probably be crappy quality. I want to buy a branded one because I know it'll be good quality. So I'd buy like a Levi's one or maybe a VLONE one. I don't know the quality of VLONE. I assume it's very good, but I've never owned one, so I don't know. But yeah, I've definitely been looking out for an orange denim jacket. I would definitely be interested in this piece. I would be interested in all the denim jackets. The VLONE denim jackets are iconic. They feature a lot in trap and hip hop music these days. A lot of, you know, like you see Playboy Cardi and a bunch of the fellas wearing this stuff. I would love to just pick one up purely for that, purely because it's part of that culture and I love that culture. Would love to just have one. But this is an awesome color. Maybe one day I'll own one. Maybe one day I'll just own an orange denim jacket, but unfortunately it's sold out. It retailed at 650 USD. Pretty damn wild though. But we'll move on to the next one and have a look at what else released. Now, this is my least favorite one that Bari shared, mainly because I don't know. I just out of the three, it's just my least favorite. You know, it just doesn't gravitate to me as much. It's a cool piece though. It is the Friends yellow jacket. It says yellow jacket. It doesn't say that it's denim actually specifically with this one. So I don't know what material it's actually made out of, but it kind of just looks like a denim one. I doubt that it would be leather. I just assume it's going to be denim. Sold out in all the sizes though. I'll just quickly show you that. Sold out in all of them. You know, if I click on any of the sizes, it's all sold out. VLONE V on the back. Front of it, Friends with custom buttons done in black. Made in the USA. Please allow 7 to 10 days to ship. I honestly would love all the colors, but this would be my last color that I would pick if I had massive amounts of money to buy it from. it's just like, what would you wear yellow with? You know, like it's, yeah. And it's just a hard color to rock, especially this bright yellow. But it's a cool jacket. I would just be much more interested in the black and orange and the orange and black. This one would be my least favorite one out of all three, but still very cool. We'll move on to the next piece, which I think is the women's jacket, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look to see if the last piece is the women's jacket. Let's have a look. And last but not least, for 600 USD, we have the Women's Friends Pink Denim Jacket. Cuts off at around just over the bra line, I would say. So around about like here, just under the chest. Comes in pink, that's the only color it comes in. VLONE V on the back there, just literally cut with what looks like a saw. It looks like someone's just sawed it down there. Very cool little piece, sold out in small, medium, large. The only sizes left are extra large and 2XL. As you can see here, when I try and add small or medium or large to the cart, it doesn't allow it. Extra large and 2XL are available. It's made in the USA. Please allow 7 to 10 days to ship. I honestly would have liked this to come in a men's size as well. Why? Well, because back in the day, back when VLONE used to do walkways and stuff, fashion walks, Lil Peep actually did one of the did a catwalk for VLONE, and obviously rest in peace Lil Peep, an artist that I very much love listening to. He wore a lot of pink, and this VLONE pink denim jacket would remind me of him, and reminds me of the iconic photo of him doing the fashion walk there, walking for VLONE there. Yeah. No, it definitely reminds me of that. That's why I would like it in a men's one, because I don't know, I'd feel kind of weird buying a denim jacket where it like stops at just above the chest there, and I just don't think it would work out for me very well. But maybe one day he'll do a pink one in honor of Lil Peep or something like that, but that would be really cool. But maybe the ladies really like this. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below, ladies. Is there anyone out there that really vibes with this piece? Would you pick it up in the XL or 2XL that's left? Unfortunately, all the other sizes sold out. Let me know. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. But I think that is the final piece, guys. That is everything that we have covered from this VLONE Pandemic capsule. A lot of it sold out, as you saw, but a lot of it's still available as well. Let me know in the comment section below what is your favorite piece. I'll just quickly see if I can go back to it. Oh, it'll be right at the bottom. Yep. Here we are. So that's it. That's everything that released in the actual capsule there. Let me know what your favorite piece was. Was it the denim jackets here? Was it the LSD t-shirts here? Or was it the hoodies that released a little bit later there? Honestly, let me know all your thoughts and opinions on this VLONE Pandemic capsule on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or as always in the comments below. And that's really about it, guys. That is everything to do with the VLONE Pandemic capsule. I know that's a name that I came up with it, but it literally didn't have a name. It was just these pieces are dropping. So I'm going to call it the Pandemic one because some of the pieces were inspired by the pandemic and it's releasing in the pandemic. So I think it's pretty justified. But I would say my favorite pieces in it are probably the Friends hoodie in white with the red text and the angels over the top of it. And then I would love to own one day the black VLONE denim jacket with orange detailing on it, because, you know, it reminds me of Juice WRLD and when I got to see him at the concert that I went to before he passed away. Yeah, I would really love to pick that up one day as well. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. What was your favorite piece? Did you pick up any of it? Are you going to pick up any of it after this video? Seriously, let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Don't forget, we're also trying to hit 2,000. Well, no, we actually hit it, didn't we? Oh my god, I've just gotten into the habit. We hit 2,100 subs, but we are trying to hit a new milestone of 2,125. I mean, I would put in, I mean, come on, we've got a milestone we're trying to hit of 1 million subs, but you know, we're not going to hit that anytime soon, I don't think. So we'll set it off with something easy, 2,125 subs. Can we hit it by the end of May? Hopefully we can. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on this collection in the comment section below, and if you want me to keep covering VLONE, don't forget to leave this video a big old like, a comment in the comment section, and a subscribe to the channel. That's all I really got to say about this Pandemic VLONE capsule that released today, well, for me anyway, it was May 16th, Saturday 2020. May have released on the 15th depending on your time zone, and that's about it. So until the next VLONE video, until the next streetwear video, until the next sneaker video, guys, I'll catch you later.